We wonder what that sound is. The recognizable giveaway that I'm booting up. Sims in the background. Hello, or hi, Covey. How are you doing today? I fell asleep just before the stream started, so I'm still half asleep. I did good. I did real good. I think we might just crack on with the castle building today, because this castle build is going to be going on forever. Maybe you're very tired. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Ow. Why for art thou tired? Or some less weird way of saying that. Right. So for those who weren't aware, I spent about an hour and a half working on this castle. I made a nice ruined section. It was here. I played around with a bunch of the new items. I was quite pleased with what I did. And then the game crashed and I had forgotten to save. So we are just redoing, well, the first thing that we're doing is redoing all the stuff that I messed up. Because yeah, I'm a dum-dum. So I was working on this hour. 1 second. My display settings are not right. This Sims is the wrong color for me. I think it looks okay on the stream. It's just wrong for me somehow. Giargotum? You're listening to my song. Nice. Which one? Oh, that's gross. Oh, that's so gross. Okay. That is making zero difference to the stream, but is making wild difference to my Sims. I need to turn HDR off. Sims does not like HDR. Wow. Everything is like really weird colors. Okay. My Sims is now kind of weirdly both too light and too dark. It's fine, we'll deal with it. Hi, Sid. How are you today? You're listening to Open. That is by... Is that North? Testing me on my own music. 1, 2, 3. Yes, I think I am going to make a section on my website dedicated to the music universe of my music, dedicated to the fictional world of my music that is no more, after I collapsed all of the virtual artists. Forgot the word for it. Because yes, all of the album names now are like slight nods to what used to be the artist name. Not all of them, most of them are, but why is that rendering so strangely? You're late again. How could you, Faye? I'm just kidding. I will forgive you this one time. Now you're listening to Deep Water. Oh, you're just listening along with us. Oh, Open. No, Open would have been Gem. iOS 26 broke the Mail app. Oh no. in what regard has it broken it? Okay. Just slowly trying to remember what I did. What I did before the game crashed. I really should learn where all of the castle fences are. Like, we're going to be using them so much in this build. Okay, that's that one, and then this was like this. And then I need this staircase. You can't send mail right now and it isn't saving drafts. You have some silly mail problem with every update. I'm sorry to hear that. Yes, I did put it on Spotify. Correct. Right, I'm just going to preemptively... turn HDR off because my game is rendering really weirdly for some reason. Also trying not to completely lose my mind that the game just crashed again. I could really do without being in a loop of constant game crashing. Right. HDR is off. Settings. Fine, that shouldn't be too bright. Okay. Zordly, I appreciate the always very pleasant messages when you come in. Okay. I'm trying to remember what I was doing each time it crashed, because this is maybe the most Sims has ever crashed. I don't feel like I was doing anything unusual. I remember a while ago, there was one patch where every time I tried to move the camera and turn the camera at the same time, the game would crash. So like this motion, where like I'm moving it with the WASD keys and turn at the same time, every time I did that in build mode, it would crash. Every time. Thankfully that wasn't on stream, but that was really weird. I don't even remember how I fixed it, I'll be honest. Oh no, wait, it's we need to do the floor up first. Otherwise it renders weirdly. We also had another fun one earlier on where it thought that there was a staircase, even though there wasn't. It was like, this door can't be placed because it gets in the way of the staircase. There was no staircase. Was all a... Seriously? How long have I been streaming? I've been streaming for 15 minutes and it's crashed twice. I'm just gonna let it do a repair. This isn't going quite as smoothly as it might have done. Anyway, hi Leslie, hi Marie, hi Bryony, how you all doing today? Welcome to Crashing Sims with Sam. I play vanilla, so what's wrong? Don't know. Wasn't doing this yesterday. As far as I'm aware, there's not been an update. My guess is... don't even know. I don't have a good guess. It's the stairs. Every time it's trying to change the stairs that's crashing it. Hi, Josephina. How you doing today? Hey, your game was bugging like crazy yesterday with the infants. No idea what's going on. Very strange. Hi, Broof. Hi, Ollie. Cheddar and chive walkers. Yeah, cheddar and chive is a lovely combination. Tell you what I like. I like salt and vinegar crisps. Strong salt and vinegar crisps with sour cream and chive dip. That combination is lovely. Marie, that reminds you, people who use mods, there's going to be a big update soon. Yeah, they like pre-notified everybody, right? I thought that was a nice move. Start fresh. 8 months in, we're just like, just start again. Yeah, it's literally going through and repairing every pack. This may be a minute. I also need to add the hits that I picked up yesterday to the pack list on the website, but I'll do that later. I'm still in the process of writing the next section of story for Familyverse. I'm just loading it up now. Is this what the stream's going to turn into? While Sims is fixing, I'll just read you the story. Because yeah, I think I was trying to keep them relatively short entries, and the previous entry was the longest one at 175 words. And yeah, I'm still in the process of writing the next one, and it is already almost 500. So yeah, it's gonna be bigger. Oh, Sims has apparently finished repairing. I wish it told you what it was repairing. I had some idea of what was going wrong, but it doesn't. Right, we'll just try again. You guys get to see all the scruff slowly coming in. But yeah, patches still haven't filled in, but they are slowly. So I reckon I'll probably grow it a smidge longer than it is now, and then I'll just keep it that length until the rest catches up. Wrong sort of website for that, Antonio, but thank you. Maybe Sims didn't like that I decided to just start. It's like, yeah, why aren't you chatting? That's very strange. You should be chatting right now, not playing Sims. Veronica Leandoa, what is my favorite Sims pack? Horse riding. Horse ranch? Horse ranch. Faye's going to tell me off. I always get the name wrong. Horse ranch, I think. I use it in so many of the builds. And I think get to work is maybe I'm gonna say get to work, but I think maybe for rent might be the one we've played with the most. One of those two. Okay, well that's not crashed. Now the question, like, I'm wanting to speed through the build, but now I'm like, how much am I going to do before it crashes again? I'm overly cautious at this point. That's the frustrating thing with not knowing what's crashing it. Can we control S to save? No. Manually save. Save every 5 minutes kind of day. Exactly. Faye, you return. Your phone crashed. Oh no. Feels like a beta version. I haven't had any problems. Veronica, are you excited for the new pack? All of my Sims 4 play has been on this one legacy run. I'm 8 months into this one run, right? I haven't done any of the like adventure, holiday, any of that sort of stuff. And the new pack feels like it is very heavily oriented towards that. So it's kind of hard to say that I'm excited for it because I won't play it. So, I mean, I will play it at some point for sure. I will pick it up at some point for sure. But if I had it right now, we wouldn't play it. Unlike, say, Business and Hobbies, which we played with immediately, absolutely fits my gameplay down to a T. Enchanted by Nature, again, it's like stuff you can do from your house, from home, whereas the new pack is all about going elsewhere, which doesn't really fit my gameplay at the moment. You say wait to find out if there's bugs first. I mean, I would have picked if I thought it looked good. No, I need to reword that because I do think it looks good. If it matched my gameplay sufficiently that I would be using it straight away, I would have picked it up. But there's no reason to pick it up if I'm not going to play with it, right? So for the time being, it's not on my to buy list, but not because I don't think it's good, but just because it's so far removed from how I'm currently playing the game that I just wouldn't be using it. Does that make sense? But the same thing applies to the snow one and the tropical one. Like, it's not that they're bad packs by any means. We just don't do like holiday excursions at the moment. So kind of wasted. Although, having said that, I do think some of the build mode stuff in the what's it called? Tropical Island one. I think some of the build mode stuff looks nice in that. GR Gotham, what would you like me to call you? Hey, it's wild since we have the same phone. Just do your luck. Yeah, I wonder if any of it has to do with me being in developer mode. Marie, you can't. You say wait to find out. Oh, yeah. Obi, your phone yelled at you this morning because it couldn't update because you forgot to put it on charge. Was it updating to, was it 18.7 or 26? Okay. Right. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to rebuild the bit of this gate, the bit of this tower that I did before it crashed on me earlier. For those of you who witnessed the ruins, I could do with your opinion on whether I bother doing the ruins again. So I built a section of ruins here, but the issue we had, and I nearly changed the castle away from being black because the Sims ruins decorative blocks don't go this dark, like not even close. So they're all kind of like this dark gray at best. So I don't mind rebuilding it because I think it looked okay still, but it was noticeably a different color. So yeah, for those of you who were here earlier, do you think it's worth rebuilding the ruin section, or do you just think we just scrap the ruin section? Like, I'm not desperately attached to it, but I definitely wanted to have a go. Was the important part, and I have had a go. Maybe I get the stable versions before you. Maybe Faye. So interestingly, Paul started playing the mobile merge today, and immediately found a bunch of errors because interestingly he has a ever so slightly larger phone, and because of that, and because the game runs in pixel perfect, it's gone up a size, which means that a bunch of the UI doesn't fit anymore because it's zoomed in. So like the shop isn't rendering two side by side, it's rendering one at a time, and some of the menus go slightly off the side of the screen. I was like, oh, okay. I thought I had mathed that well, but apparently not. You see Gwared, hi. How's our favourite Welshman doing today? Kobe, the ruined part is a good idea. Maybe we return to it later on. I mean, maybe. I think if we're going to do a ruined section, it probably makes sense to do it sooner rather than later, so that we can make sure we're building around it, like placement wise. You know, why is it lock into the wrong thing? Huh. Oh, is it now not letting me lock to the inside? Because no, I think it's because it's counting it as a room. Yeah, interesting. So it wasn't doing it earlier, but it wasn't doing it earlier presumably because there was the ruined section. Interesting. The more you know. The more you know. You blame your phone for being too normal now. Yeah, so I think he's got one of the Pro models or one of the Max models or something like that. So I think that's why it's being weird. I mean, I say it's being weird, that's why it's different. And kind of more for me for not checking that, really. It's certainly not his fault. Paige, what are we building? We are building a black castle for a gothic playboy who is character 15 in my legacy playthrough. So we have just moved on to character 15. We have not played with him at all yet. He's currently hiding in the wall there somewhere because that's where he spawned. And yeah, he's a rich boy, so rich boys making rich boy castle. And yeah, and then we'll figure out what we're doing after that. So goodness knows how many streams it's going to be of me building this castle now. I can only apologize to people who are less fond of the building side of Sims, because my stream is going to be building for a bit.
Save your game.
Thank you. I will be building this off stream as well, because it's going to take a while. So in an effort to not be building this for the next month on stream, I will be doing some of this off stream. Gwared, you had a challenging day at work. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. You're doing well, thanks. I'm glad to hear it. It's nice to see your name again. I've not seen you in a minute. Luna Moon, how you doing? The stubble looks nice, thank you. I'm not really a fan of stubble on me, I'll be honest. Usually, I would rather clean shaven or a short beard. George, you need a good house idea to make. Make a house that each story gets larger. Make a 4-story house. The ground floor has a limit of... How strict am I going to be? 7 by 7, 50. You can have 50 blocks on the ground floor. And then every floor above that needs to be more than whatever you go. So if you have 50 on the ground floor, you need 51 on the second floor, and at least 51 on the second floor, and so on. There, you have a black fluffle. Nice. Marie, you found out one of your Sims partners is the grandson of Summer Holiday. So fun fact, Summer Holiday, though she's renamed in the story, Summer Holiday was my first Sims partner. But yeah, she got renamed to... Like, I didn't want to use the kind of cliche Sims name, so I think she was called, like, Sophie? Like, I tried to keep it vaguely similar to Summer. I can't remember what it actually is. I could find out. Ollie, you slept wrong like 6 days back and your neck is still in pain. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I've been there. Seems like your bones disagree. Faye. George, thank you for the follow. How you doing? Okay. Right. Is that where I was up to? I think that was where I was up to with the tower. Okay, so now I need to do the ruins. I'm just going to save again. It's going to be one of those streams. You're going to have to remind me to save like every 2 seconds. It's going to be painful. Do we do ruins? So what I'd done is I'd cut a section of wall that was like this out and just built the ruins of something here. But do we do that? Or... Because I mean, if the whole castle's black, right? Is it not kind of like he's built a new castle? Like, are we really going for a rundown kind of castle style if it's all black and gothy? Like, are we not going for a newer castle? Pretty sure there's old castles that are like that. Yeah. What do you think? Is that a cat cam? It is indeed, Florence. Apparently no idea what the cat is, though. Nope, no CC. No mods, no cheats, no CC. Do I do the ruins? I'm really torn as to whether to do the ruins or not. We finally stole him, he's now in Germany, oh no. Okay, that window's in the wrong place. Okay, right, let's just double check this. We should do things like the ceilings and stuff, and then we can copy it around. I'm always really bad at doing the ceilings. I can't remember. Is it floors, ceiling by room? I can't remember how to do the ceilings. How do I target the ceilings? It's the ceiling. I don't know if that's the ceiling. I don't know why I'm whispering. And that seems like it's the ceiling. So why? Huh? Why is the ceiling not working here? Curious. Free camera. Okay, so the ceiling's definitely not worked there. Has worked there. Okay, so antique wood strip. And then we need to do... Oh, no. Okay, Sims. Right, so that bit... Oops. That bit needs to be wood. So wait, has it now done the ceiling? I am so confused. Right, we'll go up. We'll just go into free camera. Has it magically done it now? No. Now it's just gone back to being white. Okay. But that bit is now the right color. I've got the wood section in the right place. Okay. He has the money. It wouldn't be crazy to believe he had built one to flex it. This is very true. Rice. I'm going to save again. How... Why can't we target the ceiling? Target ceiling by room. Is it because... Is it because it's like open? We're gonna have to try and do this at some really dodgy angle. Oh, Sims. Okay. Anyone got any bright ideas? Lunar Moon, in other news, you hit your 3-stone lost today. Excellent. Well done. You'll be proud of yourself. Okay, how are we going to fix this? Can we find... What is going on? Like... What is the texture? Oh, so it has done it. Like, it is the right texture. It's just being... It's being lit like it's part of the sky. Okay, sure. Yeah, okay, fine. Sims be doing Sims things. I'm not even going to question it. That's weird. Okay, but so the shell of that tower is done. How are we best to copy this? Oh, this is going to be a whole thing because I'm going to have to like... Yeah, I'm just going to have to kind of do it bit by bit. It's interesting that the lights went on that one. Okay. Oh, I did it at a different angle. Going that way. Oh yeah, because because the castles, the towers rotate, right? They're not like mirrored. Oops. Is it time to save again? It's always time to save at the moment, I think. Perpetual saving. Better safe than sorry. Right, and then we'll copy this room across. I've done this wrong, haven't I? Right. And then we need to rotate it that way. Yep. And then we need to copy this room, rotate it that way. And we need to grab the right thing, copy this room, rotate it that way. All right. Yeah. Okay. Let's get rid of the grid again. Now we need to do stairs. Apart from we need to do this set of stairs first. So otherwise it doesn't sit right. Okay. An upper floor. Upper floor. Grand. Okay, save. Hi Kenny, how you doing today? How are things? How are you? Right. Mail. Just slowly fixing all the stuff that got deleted. Okay. Right. We also want stairs mirrored on both sides. 1, 2, 3. Like so. Okay. Save. The question is, do we have stairs going both ways? I think maybe we do. 2, 3. This way at the front, I don't know that they need to be the same at the back. But quick access up and down at the front is definitely a useful thing. I'm just going to save it again. You're tired and overworked, but doing all right. I can imagine, Kenny. Did you enjoy it? Have you been enjoying it? Like, the cosplay stuff. I imagine your work has been... Yeah, we're still in September, so chaos. Roma Ray. Hi. Jem, thank you for the follow. How you doing today? Okay. So, let's just do the little things. Let's just do the little things as we think of them. Can we get this not at an angle? No. That's mildly infuriating. Like, why do these have to be at diagonals? That's stressful. Sims. Okay. Right, so columns. I reckon we have them lined up with the outside edge of the stairs. Trying not to move too fast and crash it again. Right. So we can do that, but I don't think we need to. But I think doing it on the underside would be nice. Like so. It doesn't bounce around too much. Presuming it still is not going to let us do the freeze down. No. Freeze, whatever. Save. Again. The con was fun. Awesome. Lots of pics, lots of videos, Kenny. Hope so. Luna Moon, you booked Chessington for the weekend for the kiddos. You made a mistake of telling them now they won't stop asking for roller coasters. I was going to ask what Chessington is. I'm guessing it's a roller coaster. Roller coaster park. Try that again. Theme park. Okay. Now, what are we doing? Kind of feels like... feels like these stairs should maybe be... like... up against this edge, I was gonna say. Like there, you know? That would be a more logical place for them to be. Or would it? Or would you have... 2, 3... Or would you have something like that? I don't think it looks as nice. I think I'm going to stick with this. I don't think it makes as much sense, but I think it looks nicer. It is a theme park. What is the theme of the park? Right. We should do the columns on the inside too. If it could stop bouncing. Keep forgetting to hold shift. Stop bouncing around for 2 seconds. Okay. I mean, it's not terrible. The diagonal columns are a little stressful, but we deal. Lunar Moon, it is a Merlin one, so like Legoland and Alton Towers, there are animals and a zoo too. That sounds awesome. It looks very pretty so far. Thank you, D. It's... yeah, it's definitely giving goth. Kind of goth villain, really. I mean, I guess the thing to do is going to be to figure out the layout of the house, right? Hi, Amber. Eel, how you doing today? So the question is, does the actual castle come all the way to the edge? So it is the wall. Right, let me just show you what I mean. So for example, where's the wall? I'm on the wrong tool. Let's try that again. Like, is the house like here, right? So that then when we're up a floor, do you see what I mean? Like, part of the castle is just against the wall, because that's done fairly often. Or do we have it inset? I mean, an alternative would be that it's butt up against the wall. Let's just quickly visualize that. I mean, it being against the wall kind of works. I'm trying to think of like interesting castle extras, like other things that get added to the castle, you know? You think against the wall rather than in, do you mean like this? So if this is A and this is B, which were you meaning? I mean, we could do both. We could mix and match. It might be more interesting to make the castle a little more hodgepodge and not just have everything like rigid. You think A. Yeah, currently what I'm thinking is it would be cool to have a section that's like, that ceiling's gonna wind me up, is to have a section that's like cut out like this. I mean, I've done this terribly, but you get what I mean, like a bit at the back here. But then I also think it would be fun to have it coming out slightly. Whoops. Good grief. Coming out slightly here, you know. So just need to have a little think about what this is and why it's that shape. But I can see it. I can see it. And it could be like the kind of symmetry of this, right? But just to a much lesser degree. Slowly trying to delete all of that without breaking the game. Right, I'm just going to draw some lines and make sure stuff lines up. I mean, that is the question. Do we want this to all be really symmetrical, or do we want it to be hodgepodge? Because lining everything up like this is going to give it a very specific look. That's also why I did the front and haven't done the back, so that we could make it so that, because at the moment it's a perfect square, right? But you could, you know, take a nook, take a chunk out of this corner. You could add an extra little bit here. You could have this going around a like external stable block, maybe, you know, particularly if this is the kind of entrance or exit way, you could have a chunk taken out like there, maybe, for a stable, you know? I'm feeling hodgepodge. I was going to build a very neat and tidy castle, all very carefully measured out, but I think hodgepodge would be more fun. Yeah, I think we do hodgepodge. So I like the stable idea. I like the chunk taken out of this side. I like the extra bit here. But I think they all need to be off center. You like the idea of lots of secret paths and rooms? Oh yeah, we will do a whole basement thing. Again. You know, we've got 3 million to spend. Got to spend it on something. Right. Lovely people of the stream, for those who are new here, I take a 5-minute break every hour to refill my drink and have a stretch. You should also hydrate and have a stretch. I will be back in 5 minutes. Be right back. Hello. It's curious that my camera kind of weirdly pops into view. A maze or a Gothic rose garden. I'm not sure we'll have room, but we could. Try same with the maze. LPT, does anyone know how to raise objects? I'm unsure. You missed tag? Don't worry, Kobe. You've returned. Hi, Ollie. Mads, you were resting in peace, then it hit you. Sammy is streaming, and you have now resurrected. Well, welcome, welcome. Do we just use that as an edge? I think we do. 1, 2. How wide were the walls? The walls were 3 wide. Oops. Stop. Stop. 1, 2, 3. Oops. Doing real good. Real good. How you doing, Mads? 0 on 9 to raise objects. Really? Interesting. Didn't know this. How big? Probably could have said that less weird. Stable stall door. Ollie, thank you for the cheer. Horse. Horseback. Okay, let's maybe just leave 1, 2, 3, 4. Do we just leave space for 1 horse? That space is for 2 horses. 2 horses. Horsei is going to take up quite a lot of space. Or do we have horse space, just 1 horse, and then a buffer around for some decorating? I think that is better. Kobe, thank you for the coffee. I might actually spend it on a coffee. Controversially. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you, Kobe. Mads, you got inspired to work on a rural Victorian manor in Ravenwood. That sounds fun. Right. So if we're building it here, I'm just going to mark that for a second. So, we want a wall here. 1, 2, 3. Here. Cut this section out. Or move this section. Right. Let's get rid of this wall. So I'm going to say... Oh, that doesn't seem big enough. You've got... Oh, now I'm thinking we should do an internal stable rather than an external one. Yeah. Completely changing tack. That was a nice idea. Right. So we'll come back to this. Right. I'm just gonna put the horse thing down. Right. So I'm gonna make a stable there. I'm just gonna put some stably stuff down just so I remember. Right. Stable. Grand. Yeah. Cool. Over yonder. I was gonna take a chunk out of this corner. and make a second tower. So, how big a chunk are we taking out is the question. Do we want to math the amount of chunk that we're taking out, or do we just want to take out a random chunk for the fun of it? How big a chunk? Where would you put towers? If it's a small chunk, you wouldn't have a tower in the middle. What are we putting on the outside is the question. So if we had, like, if we have a kind of rounded section. No, don't want a rounded section. Okay, so if we're having a non-rounded section, walking above, we want enough space to have a courtyard, I reckon. And no, because you wouldn't have an outside. So what would be outside a castle? What would you have outside a castle? Moat, yeah. But I kind of feel like the castle being on an island, we've already got the moat covered. I mean, kind of the obvious thing to put down is just like a big rock or something, right? A garden, yeah. But I'm not really intending to take a big enough chunk out for there to be that. Stables. Would the stables be outside? I just had this. Would the stables be outside or would the stables be inside? A lake. Yeah, again, it's not that big. Statue. Yeah, statue would maybe be inside. Also, hey, say what now? Hi. And Lucy? Ivy bushes. Yeah. Kind of what I'm wondering. Right. I just need to arbitrarily start drawing some lines in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2. Huh? There you go. Nearly guessed it right first time. Is that going to be a big enough chunk? Like, is that going to translate into a sensible chunk? Let's find out. 2, 3. Really did confuse myself for a second then. I was like, I'm sure I did this right. No, I didn't. Rarely do. Hedges. Yeah, maybe. Am I going for a symmetrical look? So we were. I'm now specifically trying to make it not symmetrical. Is the plan. Sims being weird, doing Sims things. Okay. Just gonna do it this way, because Sims being Sims. Yeah, see, I'm not sold on this. Yeah, like, why? Why is there a gap? I mean, I do think it's better. I do think it's better with the castle not being completely square. Right. I think a rounded corner is going to work better than the kind of weird chunk. Ah, 1,000 likes. Oh, cool. We're building a castle for the new character, Aoife. Yeah, character 15 is building his own castle because he's a rich boy. Right, we need to sort this nonsense out. Nothing to... What? Oh my goodness, Sims. Sims. Right, it's not recognizing this. Right, it's okay. We can put some walls in because we can then put what do you call them? Arches in those sections. Right, so that's a room, that's a room, this is not a room. Right, let's just do this again. There we go. Okay. I think we need to do the same up here. Ollie, if you have a baby, give it £1 immediately. Sure, Ollie. Hedges with a small maze garden. Yeah. I think I'd rather try and put that stuff on the inside if I can. Right, why is that still not registering? Let's just try doing this. Nope. Is that now registering this as a room? Yes. Sweet. Okay. I'm sure this isn't the best way of doing it. Particularly now because it's trying to put us on the wrong floor. Okie doke. Sweet. Right, let's have a look at this from the top. Okay, so we need to put some towers somewhere. Question is where? My current thinking is either this game's locking system was less ridiculous. Okay, yeah, my thinking is either here And then that gives you... Or maybe you want... Probably want them moved along a touch, right? Let's say that's 1, 2... Is that 3? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay. All right, we'll have a look at 3. Yeah, 3 feels. You hardly speak English yourself. Yeah, it's a problem today. You think it's Bettel too. Thanks. Hi Jadine, how are you doing today? You wish you could all have money like he does. Yeah, I mean, for real, if I had this much money, I would be building my own castle. Or converting a castle for us to all live in. Yeah, so I think this works better because it gives us it gives us space to put some other bits and pieces kind of around it. And then it's like this is just kind of one big outside section. Dubiously though, that is also the bit with the view, so you could have the house against this corner. We could go for diagonals over here. It still makes the rest of the castle feel a bit too perfect. So I'm wondering if we like cut out a line down here. But why is the question? Or what? Are we getting a torture chamber? We will see. You were chatting with your friend. No worries, Luna. Have I saved in the past 5 minutes? Good point. Thank you. Where did Faye disappear to? I'm not sure. Lafty, yesterday was your birthday. Oh, happy belated birthday. You only stopped in for a minute. No worries. Plotting on demises. She couldn't handle the concept of billionaire babies. Clearly. Jadine, isn't there some ruined walls in debug or live edit? Might help it look a little less perfect. Yeah, we had this, but the problem is they're a different color. Jadine. So I think we'll leave this corner for a moment and maybe try and come up with a plan for a castle. So we've got kind of the start of a shape here, right? So we've got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Right, so we've got a diagonal here. 2, 3. Diagonal here. Is that right? Yeah. 2. Okay, so let's say we go 3 in. 1, 2, 3. Get rid of this. Right, how big is this? 3, 4, 3. So 10. I mean, it doesn't need to go that far. Like, it could come from here. Like, that shape is very awkward though. Is that going at a different angle? No, just my eyes going funny. Okay. Oh, I'm not seeing the vision yet. Not seeing the vision yet. So I think if we're doing it, well, I had talked about doing another tower. About doing another tower over here. Which would help break that section up. Though, alternatively, we could do another tower here. Yeah, okay, let's just spend a second trying to sort the horse thing out. So, let's just come out from here for now. Right. Say for this one off the edge. And then let's go 2 wide, maybe. Symmetry or side by side? I think side by side. Also, please do ask questions about all this nonsense that I'm building. Max, thank you for the sticker. Try to look for some inspiration. Yeah, it's a hard one because looking for inspiration is nice and everything, but you do then end up just building what other people have built, you know? I'm trying to make something unique. So just winging it, hopefully, means I'm more likely to come up with something new. Okay, so we've got the basis of a stable here. I need to blow my nose one second. Hello. Oh man, right. So yeah, roofing there's going to be a challenge. Feels like there needs to be something above this. So you could have like a stable. Kind of like a stable master's quarters above it. Okay. Okay. So, there we go. And I want this to be that. We need the grid for a second. Some walls. Fence. Not copy anything, just, oh no, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Like, I didn't think you meant like actually copying someone. Like I do that all the time, particularly with Minecraft stuff, is like, ooh, I like how they've built this thing. That gives me an idea to make this thing. Like, I get what you mean. I get what you mean. It's a really annoying way to have to do this. Santiago, you would name it Omnivorous Plant Fairies. Pardon? Lafty, you just got cottage, living, tiny living, and interior decor for your birthday. Very nice. What's the first thing you're going to do? Right, so I want that to be a different room. Yep. Okay. We want that to be that to be that. Then we're going to draw these because that needs to be that. And then get rid of this wall. Okay. We're just going to paint this for now. We're going to get rid of the ceiling for a sec. Am I happy with this? I'm debating whether this should be... It's the wrong one. Whether this should be... Sims. No, I'm going to need to do it again from scratch, aren't I? So overly sensitive. Yeah, so I'm debating whether that should instead be this. I don't know. I think that probably makes a little less sense, but I think will be visually more pleasing. Don't forget to save thank you. Could you use this as a for rent concept? Yeah. I mean, my plan is to turn this into a residential rental anyway. So that we can do the like multi-tiered living nonsense. Maybe have this one there. We'll continue these on the top floor as well, if we can. It's a good point. We can just extend these up. I forget that you can do that. Right. And then we either need to make big entrances or we use spandrels. It depends what the deal is with the gates. Can't remember whether we ended up using spandrels or not last time we did this. I can't remember whether you can use spandrels and fences. Because I feel like if we have to choose between one and the other, that might affect things. Okay, so for argument's sake, let's say we do that much as fence Presume we're now not going to be able to put spandrels up. Excellent. So we could now... No. Can't intersect. Presumably it's intersecting with this. Okay. Okay. Are there taller wooden fences? No, not really. There's this. Yeah, I think that does work better. And then I guess we just have to have a gap. Like, unless... Is there like a horse gate? Must be placed on a shorter fence. Okay. Is there a tall one? There's a very big one. Must be placed against a fence. Okay. Change attack. What if we just do the whole thing as a fence? You love the cows. Nice, Lafty. So you hoping to adopt all of the cows? All of the cows that ever there was can't intersect with walls. What wall is it intersecting with, Sims? Let's do this a different way. Right. Where's the fence gone? Here. Okay, right. Oh. Okay, I see. Okay, right. So if we're having it open, let's create a courtyard space. Sorry, I'm fully aware I am talking to myself a lot during this build. Please do ask questions if you are confused. I know I would be. Right. So I have an idea for building the stables opening up into...
Save your game.
A courtyard. And my thinking is that we section off... That's not ideal. We section off this area and we kind of build a courtyard here. So I want the stables to open into that section. So I'm trying to decide how best to do that. It's the short version of that story. So we could do it like this, and then we could have the horses here and here. So that's the right size, but we need this whole thing to move one back this way. Nope, not that. This. We need this to move one back this way. Because we need to put these at the back so that they don't clip. Yeah, I think I can make this work. Only 2 horses in the castle. Yeah, I mean, we've only got so much space. It's also a castle for like 1 person, so... Hydrate, thank you. Also, hi, Linneas. How you doing today? Nope, that's also the wrong floor. Sims forever lock into the wrong things. To be fair, it's my fault for being on the wrong floor, but why accept responsibility when you can blame someone else? Okay, the fences mean it's now treating that as outside, which is not ideal. So we're going to section that off. This is outside, this is inside. That's a good start. Now we're going to place fence. Are we? Are we going to have this whole thing fenced? Okay, well, this section doesn't make sense anymore, so we may as well extend that to there. No. Just put it here. Sorry, I'm just perpetually zoning out because I'm trying to figure out a good way of doing this. Right. See, I feel like some of this should be roof. I also definitely feel like some of this should be overhanging with a roof from above. Figuring it slowly. Linnaeus. Very windy in Sweden. Yay? Do you like it being windy? I quite like it being windy. It somehow feels like when it's windy, everything just feels a bit more dramatic. And I quite like that. Weird that it's not letting me take this up. Or... oh, it is going to let me place it. It's just being really finicky. Okay, let's try that again. Like, what angle is Sims wanting me to place this at that is going to actually lock to the right place? Right. I think the easiest way to fix this is going to be to turn this into a wall. Extend this up. And then backtrack and sort all of this. So, we'll do the spandrel. Oh, it's the spandrel breaking it. Interesting. Okay. Interestingly, it's now not letting me put it above. I don't know why the spandrel would block that. But it is, so we roll with it. Linnaeus, thank you for the follow. Linnaeus? You like it as well, but it's hard to bike to work. Felt like a little leaf. I can imagine. Lunar Moon, you've been debating the horse ranch pack. Absolutely do it. Norse. Mad says, hello, Sweden. Okay, now we need to put the fence along yonder. And then the fence gate in the middle. And then we need to grab... Just grab the spandrel again. Does seem a touch high. It's fine. It's fine. Spandrel. Spandrel? Looking very spandrely. That's what we like to... Sure, it's a word. Very spandrely. Very nice. Paddock fencing. Right, so... We want this to be... No. Let's do the fence first. Just to see if this fence idea is going to work. So, let's do it like... Let's maybe just go for that. Okay, so we can put it up against the edge. So, if we have these two side by side... And then we'll put their feeders... Oh, that was a fun camera angle change. Put their feeders in here. Put the camera angles. Put their water in also. You know what? They should be the other way around. Water at the back. Okie doke. And then fence here. Okay. That seems stably. It's a noun, an adjective. Adjective. I can word. Save game. Thank you. Thank you, Leslie. For those who are just joining us, the game has crashed 3 times today. You feel like home with this building. Perfect by the water. Ready for raids. Exactly. Suitably, stably. Thank you. Yeah, we can put some other stably stuff in there also. We should probably set some pack... Well, okay. Do we set some pack restrictions for this build? Or, because we're going big boy castle, do we just do whatever? Because we have, as a general rule of thumb, been like pretty hard sticking to packs. Like specific packs as we've been building. So... Oh, that's a good point. Can we have these in black? Oh, we can. Ooh. Gothic stables. Why didn't I think of that? Everything else is black. Yay. Gothic stables. 3 times, yeah. Well, it crashed. It crashed earlier when I was streaming in the Discord. And then, yeah, and then and then it crashed twice back to back on the stream. It crashed, I loaded up the game, tried to do the same thing again, and it immediately crashed. Like, I think I changed one thing and then it crashed. So we had a bit of a chin wag while I repaired the game, because something was going very wrong. Just go all out with the packs. Okay. I can always make a slimmed down gallery version afterwards, as we have done on previous occasions. We'll make an all out one first, and then we'll worry about a slimmed down one at a later date. Let me just quickly whack down some siding, not on the whole castle. Right, do we want... They are super similar. Do whatever, Big Boy Castle. You're from Tennessee. Well, hello. From Tennessee. I'm Sam. The jokes really don't get any better. I am so sorry. Right, I can do that one the speed way because it's not going to magically change the whole castle. Right, that is the wrong. That needs to be the. That is wrong, not the wrong. And now just floors, outdoory floors, miscellaneous floors. That's probably as good a choice as any. Okay, so we have the basics. We have a foundation. We have the start. More synonyms. Yeah, we have the start of a stable. Yeah. Stable and a stable master's quarters as well. So we will use the for rent pack to make this a separate property so that we can have someone actually live in it and use it. Because it's always nice to have other people kind of on the premises when you're in a castle, like we did last time. So yeah, we'll turn this into a little like one bed, one bath sort of deal. I'm gonna save because changing the stairs crashed us before. Brat, thank you for the follow. What would you like me to call you? You're listening while you clean your room. Ah, nice. I need to do some cleaning also. Little studio. Yeah, exactly. A little studio in a castle. Perfectly normal. Okay, cool. Right, that is us all matching dark color scheme. So we need to add some windows and some bits and pieces. But I can see the start of this little corner coming together. You know, some little accoutrement there. Maybe put in some like little shops, little market stalls. Maybe a fountain in the middle. Particularly when you kind of do a little dirt road over here. Nice. I'm still kind of leaning towards having the main house here. I think. But we will take it one step at a time. I'm going to save. Cool. Luna Moon, you lived in a little studio in a giant wool mill once. Felt silly but was very pretty. Nice. Okay, cool. For those who are new here, I take a 5-minute break every hour to refill my drink, as is needed, and have a stretch. You should also hydrate and have a stretch. I will see you lovely people again in 5 minutes. Be right back. You definitely could have said that less weirdly. And yet, here we are. Yeah, so if we do a fountain, I can't place fountain under anything. What is it under? Good grief. Hey! Thank you for the 5 months. It's been a while. 5 months. Can't place it under anything. Oh, it still thinks this whole thing is just one room. Gonna have to figure out how to fix that. Having gates made the stables count as being open. So, if we have not sure. We'll come back to that. Hi, Annalise. How are you doing today? How's the castle coming along? That's okay. We've got the start to a little stable. You know what? I think I'm just going to do the roof now. Yeah, we've got like a little stable here. Yeah, still not sure about actually having it butt up against this wall. Yeah, we took a chunk out of this corner as well. We think we're going to have to put the house in the corner. It's giving Game of Thrones. Well, it's a castle. I will take Game of Thrones. Yeah. Can we have this in a darker color? No, not really. That will do. But yeah, thank you for saying it looks like Game of Thrones. What am I building, Alice? I am building a castle. A castle for our new sim. We've got a little kind of stable, here. And that's really as far as we've got. Still a long way to go, but we're getting there. There's no desperate rush. But I do also ideally not want to be building this forever. I forgot how insanely tall everything is. Okay, fine. We will figure it out. Stable door. Yeah, you could also have a stable door like... You could have a stable door. Now, let's leave the bottom section open. Let's put a door... Put a door up here. Sure, we'll try that. I guess black and brown. We see that from the inside, please. No, because it's too dark. Okay. It works. Looks like a Viking fort. Sure, I'll take that. So we'll have the main castle over here. Got a stable, probably a courtyard. Buildings that I would like to put in this. Stable. A bakery. A barracks / armory. That might be enough. So those plus the main building, because the main building would then also have things like the main kitchen and like servants' quarters and all the kind of funky towers and stuff. So the external buildings, I think, a stable, a bakery, a barracks / armory. Because, yeah, like most big castles had bakeries, right? You vote for at least the stable to be off the grid, only use candles and such. Yeah? This is looking awesome. Thank you, Latora. Tuesdays are a busy one here. What do you mean? What lot is this? It's the von Windenburg estate in Windenburg. It's the large plot on the island on Windenburg. Windenburg is the town from Get Together. Save reminder, thank you. Seemingly since the repair it's been fine, so hopefully that's sorted it. You're excited for the bakery, me too. What's my favorite town in Sims 4? So far, Chestnut Ridge, that came with Horse Ranch. But might be this now? Would be a good build to move all our Sims selves into. You would rather have that happen when the MC is less unhinged. Hey, don't judge him before you know him. Rice. What? Yeah. I like that they're classed as stall windows, but I think these could work quite well as normal windows. So I'm going to put one of them down. Also dubiously on board with that one. Ooh, there's even broken ones. Let's go with a non-broken one first. Maybe. Slightly less keen on that. Ah. This is more stably. It's a word. Rice. I'm just making a little cache of windows with which I will consider. I'm feeling like making the stables look like it's quite an old building. So I think large modern windows are a bad idea. For the stable, at least. Maybe for other sections. I'm kind of feeling like the stable being built, the windows for the stable being these, like, what are they called? Stall windows, I guess. I think that works quite well. To be like this height. Sorry about that. Crazy camera angles. A sim somehow ended up under the stairs, but you don't know how. Good job. Your sim will hide in the bakery and eat cake. Oh dear. You know the bloodline. That man cannot be normal. I think this man is... I think he's normal enough. Sims living in Game of Thrones universe sounds brutal. Survival of the fittest. You lost your fluffle. No. Oh, did you get another one? Brat, did I make this music? All of the music on my stream is music that I have made. Reminds me, I need to... Yeah, well, I mean, Friday is my music day now. So I will do my best to push forward and get all of the admin done on Friday for the new EP and get that released ASAP. The album is done and the artwork is done, so it is just getting the like paperwork, for lack of a better description, done. There's quite a lot of it, sadly, so I need to upload them all to the publisher and then go through and like manually enter all the info. But then once that's done, I can schedule it for release. So presuming I get all of that done on Friday, it will be about 2 weeks from then that it comes out. 'Tis the plan, at least. Yeah, he should probably have... actual windows rather than stall windows. Excuse me. Trying to decide whether there should be ones at the back here. I think probably... like here, and I mean, got the wrong height, but that's the middle, not that one. That's right. I think that's right. How does that look from here? I don't know. I think actually just having it solid works better. I do think we should put a column. It won't let us. Of course it won't. I thought a column in there would have looked good. Say that me. Am I still going to stream on Fridays? Yeah. I just mean outside of stream. That's what I'm doing. I can't release on October 3rd. Why not? Where would you be able to... Oh, you can listen to my music wherever you want. It's on most of the normal platforms. So this playlist that we're listening to is just on Spotify. So wherever you listen to music, that's where you can listen to it. Because October 3rd is the release date of Taylor's new album. Or maybe I should intentionally release it then. Bury it under all of her music. Let's be real, if Taylor Swift has an album coming out in October, like, everything else is just going to get buried under it. Would there be a window along this back wall? I think not. I think we're going to go for mirrored at either end and then one individual one. Also want this to be less tall. I never round stuff. Probably for good reason, because I very much overkilled that and looked ridiculous. Not super sold on that. It's a good enough start. I'm going to save again. Yeah, when I talk about having specific days for specific things, it's just what I'm doing outside of stream. It's not in place of streaming, don't worry. Okay, so need space for I mean, really the only room that we need separately is a bathroom. So why don't we move this so that 1, 2, 2. So if we move it so it's centered away from here. Maybe? Because then we can put a bathroom there, and then the rest of the house can just be open plan. So maybe put a kitchen here. Bathroom. The bed can just be like here for all intents and purposes. And then you've got like living room space there. Put one of these small windows here, maybe. We make this there. Okay, we don't want it right next to the pole is the thing. Okay. I think that works enough. Thank you, Alto. How are you doing today? Will I build... You may build a dungeon. This does feel like the kind of build for a dungeon. And it has been quite some time since we made a dungeon. So, maybe there will be a dungeon. You'll just have to wait and find out. I'm not gonna preempt that. If it gets to a point where it feels natural to add one, we will add one. Oh, we could add the little black trim from... Good grief, camera angles. The little black trim from Enchanted by Nature. It's cute. Just trying to see if there's one that looks maybe a touch more like wood. Something a little less dramatic would have been ideal. I mean, maybe? Alto Faye, thank you for the follow. Click save, don't want to crash
Save
again.
your game.
Thank you. Thank you for the save, Faye. Yes, I am also on the Purple app. Alto, you like the music? Thank you. Yeah, you can listen to this music on whatever platform you listen to music on. It's everywhere. There is no escape. I jest, but it is on most of the popular music platforms. So yeah, feel free to go and have a listen. Sorry about the crazy camera angles. I don't know why it's putting that like on the inside. Very strange. Hydrate. Thank you, other Fae. Alto. I'm going to go with Alto. Dramatic? You never. Also, Brat, what would you like me to call you? Marie, my lo-fi has started making its way into your daily playlists. Oh no. The other day there was a Samly mix. I feel honored. Yeah, someone sent me a picture that had my music in a playlist for them alongside like Softy and my brain's blanking for lo-fi artist names. But like alongside all the people that I listen to, like all the all the lo-fi people that I listen to, I was like, I felt really honored, you know. Alto, you're following just for support. You still say hi to my hair on TikTok. Thank you. You're away on Friday, but you may try and join if you can. No worries, Luna Moon. Kitty's come to say hi. 1 second. Right in my face. What we doing, buddy? Probably best that you don't lick sugar off a plate. He's come to inspect his new castle. And he's off. Okay. Marie, you've Pavloved yourself into using it to calm down. I'm glad that my music is of some use to some of you. Honored. I do it there, is it doing it? It is doing it the whole way around. I kind of feel like there should be some... Anyway, get myself distracted. Right. You're back, Lafty. Hi. You still play it in the salon in evening appointments occasionally. Ah, really sweet. Thank you. How's the build coming along? Slowly. We've got distracted building a stable. I kind of feel like we should probably build stuff as we go. Do you guys agree? Like, do we build the shells of everything first? Or do we actually make the things as we go? Because I think if we make things as we go, then... I don't know. I'm torn. I definitely think there's advantages of both. What do I feel like doing? Yep. Indubitably. I don't know. You said you wanted them to be like off the grid. What's the deal with food, like fridges and stuff for off the grid? How? Why is it only Tuesday? That is a mood. Oh, functional off the grid. There we go. You just need to have like the correct fridge. Let us go with raw industrial sink. That doesn't look right. Doesn't look bad. kind of want one with separate apps. I mean, that does look better, to be fair. Yeah, this one looks too modern, for sure. That one absolutely looks too modern. I guess we could have... I don't really want a standalone one. Can we have this in a slightly less... don't know, I guess that. Why is there a kitchen? Oh, this is the like stable master's house. Charge mental rent due to the location. Exactly. No, we'll be charging hardly anything because it won't even make it to the mid-size property. And the mid-size properties are the ones that actually make money, so... You think some shells would be good to see the whole layout of everything? Yeah. Yeah, maybe we should come back to building. We can do it in stages. We don't need to do it all at once. In real life, you'd pay extra for the smell of poo. I enjoy that. So they will be separate properties. Yeah, so there will be the stables, which is standalone, the bakery, and a barracks/armory, and then the main house. Then we should commit to the bit. What do you mean, Faye? Okay, so I would still, I think, like to do some kind of courtyard shenanigans. But I'm wondering whether this side is going to be better for having like stalls rather than like the fountains and stuff. I'm just going to put a few of these down just so that I can see them better, because we need ones that look a castle appropriate. Although I guess it could be like modern castle, right? Definitely have to find a nook for that one. I mean, some of these might work if we can get them in better colors. Right, so that one's food. So let's just have that one separately. Which one's this? That's the apothecary one. Yeah, that figures. Takeout, market stand. Right, let's just rule some of these out by type if we can. That's just street stall that we've got 2 of now. Late night snack. Maybe. Moonlight. Yeah. Maybe. Right, we'll just get rid of that one. Yeah, I was kind of hoping for something more stall looking, like this. Do we have variants of this? No. Okay, fine. Didn't we unlock an outhouse? Yes, we unlocked a literal outhouse. It's a period building. You must make your own power. Aoife, I made you realize today is Tuesday. You spent the whole day thinking it was Wednesday. That is a mood. That is a mood. That happens to me far too often. Yeah, see, these ones are nice, but they're like maybe too modern. again, it's like maybe too modern. Yeah, those ones have glass roofs, so that's definitely not the vibe. Okay, we don't really have much choice style-wise. Outhouse, don't you mean a toilet with natural ambience and plenty of fresh air? Okay, so that one and that one clearly need to go together somewhere. Okay, that one and that one feel like they're stylistically similar. Okay, same with this one. Got a little cluster there. Beverage, beverage. Okay, so though all three of those are coffee ones. Probably don't need 3 coffee shops. Anybody got any thoughts? I'm now thinking that maybe these are just going to ruin the vibe because they're all quite bright. I think it's a nice idea. Like maybe in practice, yeah, not so much. Luna Moon, you once lived in a flat with a leaky shower and it just needed resealing. You offered to do it for free and the landlord refused and instead wrapped the shower in plastic wrap and duct tape. Wow. Aoife, are we all only having this realization? It's Tuesday, yeah. Comes as a surprise to us all. Okay, so we could have... angles. We could have that stall being like here, maybe. Just get a little bit off the grid. Or maybe we... yeah, this one looks midge to modern. Unsure. Luna Moon, when that didn't work, they added a shower curtain that was a real fabric curtain and you got fined for removing it as it kept getting wet. They even added a timed lockbox for the washing machine coin slot, so you had to pay to unlock the money slot to pay to wash your clothes. What? Hey, as much as you enjoy Leah's horror stories, you gotta go. No worries. Hope you have a great rest of the day. Hey. Crazy. Some people are just weird. Right. Maybe let's go for keeping the number of things to a minimum. So we could just go for like drink stalls, maybe. Not 100% sold on this. I mean, do we just keep it simple with these ones. Garden shop, apothecary shop. I mean, okay. For now, let's get rid of those ones. Because these ones, I think, match the aesthetic. Not match the aesthetic, like kind of match the mood, right? If you've got the stables and you've got these kind of ambly little van. Yeah, because that's not modern. That's not modern. That's not modern. The rest of them, dubiously more modern. Yeah, because that's got like little fairy lights and stuff on it, right? So maybe we could do something with like these style of ones. Yeah, I think we should probably get rid of them. And it's a nice idea, isn't it? Just maybe a bit too much. Lunar Moon, a grand total of 700 a month, about 7 years ago. Oof, probably, yeah, probably a lot more now. Janoya, which add-on would you recommend? You're new and have city living and get to work. Depends. Are you looking for more building options, or are you looking for more gameplay options? So I would recommend different things for each. Gameplay. So For Rent lets you have really big families. You can split up lots of people on the same lot, which is what we're going to be doing here. Business and Hobbies is nice for focusing on smaller, more gameplay oriented businesses like Get to Work. I mean, I had a lot of fun with Enchanted by Nature, but that's a very specific style of gameplay. I think Business and Hobbies, if you like doing home businesses, has a lot to do. Like, there's a lot of options. Am I going to have other animals in the castle? Maybe. Are there? Yeah, I'm just going to sell these for now. Not really. I'm not convinced by these. Like, my temptation is to scrap all of them apart from this one. And I wish we could place this a little... Oh, we can. We just can't place it like immediately up against the edge. Okay. It's like that sort of thing. Okay. We'll start with that. Yeah, so like a little beehive's probably a nice idea. There's probably the right sort of area for it as well. I don't know, I guess you'd have the bees. You'd have the bees outside, to be fair. Might have to come back to that. Tell you what, let's place the rug. Bear rug up in the stables. Just as a reminder to use it. Let's have it greeting people when they come in the door. Seems suitably dramatic. Sure, that's really the area for a bonfire. We'll figure it out. Am I familiar with cottage living? Not from a gameplay perspective. I've built with it a lot, Janoya. I just haven't, yeah, I haven't really done much of the gameplay, like the animals and that sort of stuff. or really explored the world that comes from it either. Yet. Will eventually, I am sure. Yeah, so we do have the literal animal sheds, so we can whack one of these down. I think maybe there. I think that works nicely. It butts up against the other building.
We all want to help one another.
That kind of keeps the animal stuff vaguely together. The double glazing was 2 separate windows filled with bin bags. Where did you even find this place, Lunamoon?
I should like to help everyone if possible.
Garden patches, planting patches. Yeah, see, we can do lots of this sort of... Like, I am fully aware we should not be getting distracted with this sort of random accoutrement. Right now, we should be, you know, actually designing the rest of the castle. But here we are. I am very distractible. We could have put a chicken coop there to be... Can't intersect other... Oh yeah, how big's that? Big. Okay. So we could put it like... there, or... we might want... Do we want the animals roaming? Yeah, I think the animals roaming's funnier. But... yeah, no, that should be fine. I'm thinking whether it will like functionally work, but it should, because it will just be shared space, right? Is this a new home? It will be, Lafty, yeah. Luna would be cute to have a separate little cottage for a farmer. Yeah? Okay, so let's have a little, just a little plan. Business and hobbies is great. Yeah, I think business and hobbies is good for like adding lots of options for new gameplay. Okay, so let's say farmer cottage. So farmer. Maybe. Because we need space for like farmer baker, right? And the baker's probably going to be fairly large, I would have thought. Unless you go for creating a corridor. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you put the farmer's house like here-ish. You put the bakery like here-ish. Maybe more in the corner. Oh, that suddenly popped up a floor. Makes sense. Bakery like there-ish. Why have we got a random... You know, I'm just not even going to question it. I'm going to save, though. Lunamin, you were homeless and was only place-taking people without referencing your guarantors. They couldn't be picky. I get that. Sorry to hear that. Okay, so bakery, farmery, it's a word. Armory. Let's say armory. There's a lot of wasted space. And it's not wasted in the sense of like, oh, but at least there's pretty stuff there. It's just space where there aren't things. And I don't like that. So I'm wondering if... How has it split that? So we could have the armory here. So if it's like a 2-story armory that has this lower section here. What? Whoa. What? I keep forgetting it still thinks that there's a ceiling above it. That's why it's being weird. All the clutter for... Oh, don't worry. Don't worry. I can fill the spaces. Filling the spaces, not a problem. But it's having the sense that the build makes sense is what I'm concerned about. So let's just arbitrarily do this, right? So for argument's sake, let's say that this is the space that the there you go. For argument's sake, say this is the space that the castle picks up, right? You can see, yes, we got lots of space. Yes, there's lots of things we can do with that space, but it's not space that makes sense. So this little nook, this makes sense. That's fine. That's a little courtyard. That's logical. This should probably be like... You want space where the entrance is. In fact, space where the entrance is, I'm going to plonk something down just to make a point. Something in the middle. You've got a nice little courtyard area, right? So that's grand. That's fine. People would want a path to these stairs. So you've got a nice route here to those stairs. Nice route here to those stairs through something here. But there's a big chunk of empty space with no good reason for being empty space here. This one, that space makes zero sense. There should be something there. But also, what's going on here? You know? I'll figure it out. We'll do it one step at a time. That's why I was kind of focusing on getting the stables finished, because I'm like, I like how that's occupying space. So we're just going to roll with that. But the rest of it I am much less sure of. It feels like this should be like there. Was it? Tried to put it up a floor. We need to figure out how to make it not think that there's a roof there. This needs to come this way. Oh, it feels like there should be something here. So this is all like game dev tricks. Let me show you what I mean. So if you think of like, okay, so standard level design, you want this to be as direct a route as possible, right? That's how people want to walk. Yeah? So to make it seem more interesting, to make it seem larger than it is, to make it seem more natural, you have to put stuff in the way. So for example, if we have a court, like a kind of courtyardy area here, and you have something in there to like break up the space, then you have like this now. And then you've got, you know, path here, you've got path here, you've got a path here, got the path that comes through the kind of overhang bit and then through to here. Do you see what I mean? But currently, why wouldn't people just walk directly there? Like, there needs to be some reason for them to walk like this or walk like this. And that's what I'm struggling with. And also here, you don't really want this just to be like a straight line here or like a line here, right? I drew some glasses. Yeah. I mean, I'm not happy with the shapes here. This is also why I moved these out the way. It's because like there should obviously be a circle here. That's also why I was trying to put the shops like along here, because this is all dead space. Yeah, I was thinking like a fountain. And then it feels like if they've kind of come in and they've gone around the fountain, it feels like it should probably continue fairly straight this way. And then, so if we say vaguely that's where the middle of that is, that's kind of the goal here, right? This weird diagonal. I can probably work with that. I'm not super happy with this being so straight though. To be fair, if we do stuff like it's just going to do this over and over again. If we do stuff like this. Gonna do it again. Yep. But you know what I mean? Like if we have the house as not being fixed shape and like do towers in weird places and stuff, you know? What about instead of a circle there in the middle, move it a bit? Oh, as in move this more inwards. Yeah, so originally I thought to do the courtyard like actually in the middle. But we will see. I think so. Having the courtyard like here was originally kind of what I thought, like actually it's not in the middle, like here, or like, you know, directly in front of the house, right? That'd be nice. But then you're left with the challenge of you need to not have stuff next to it. So this would need to say come over here. Not necessarily a problem, but then you don't really have this enclosed space, because then effectively what you've created is another line here. Like, so if you imagine you've got your circle here, right? Okay, that's still in the way, but for argument's sake, say the circle's there. Get rid of this for a sec. Right, imagine that the circle's there. Brilliant drawing. Gotta love it. So you've got a straight route here to go, then go round to then go here. You've got a route here to go round and then go up there. Do you know what I mean? That's like, what's this space doing? That's such a weird space. Hi, Farouk. Hi, Bella. How are you? A garden, but why would you have a garden there? That's the question. Why would there be anything there? There's no reason. Like that's a natural gap. I mean, we're getting there. We'll figure it out. No. So, again, so stuff like swing sets, gardens, plants, benches, blah, blah, blah. All that sort of stuff. That's stuff that you put in the gaps, right? That's stuff that you use to fill the gaps. The gaps don't appear because you have a garden. So because there is a gap, we would put a garden there. You see what I mean? But so it's like, why is there a gap there in the first place? So you're fixing. No, you're making the best use of the problem. So the problem is there's a weird gap, and you're like, oh, fine, we'll just fill it with plants. What I'm saying is, why is there a gap? We shouldn't have a gap. We can fill the gaps with gardens when we have them. But like at the moment, we don't want a garden here and a garden here and a garden here and a garden here and a garden. Do you know what I mean? Like the walking flow needs to make sense before we start putting gardens everywhere. So I think deciding where a courtyard is going to be, I think, is a good first port of call. I don't know that having it actually in the middle makes sense. I think having it in the middle this way is good. I think having it middle this way is less good. So if we maybe have it like there, so it's like a little bit in, right? Also, I'm fully aware I should have taken my break, but I'm just not going to take a break, and then I'm going to stop. Exactly, Bella. Yeah. So that's one of the reasons for doing the buildings first, is it gives you an idea of where the existing space is. But that's also why I was fine building this here, because I knew I was creating this corner. And I knew that I wanted at least one of the corners to be a corner. That sentence feels like it makes no sense, but you guys know what I mean. Yeah, so now we've got this space in the middle, right? Now we've got a nice little centered town, which means we've got this space to fill. Potentially. Because what you could also do is you could move it so that there's a line here. So let me get rid of this. That's the wrong brush. Yeah, so you could either build a line there, put something here, or you do it the other way around. You put something in this spot so that people have to go this way. I mean, probably like this, right? So then you leave this as the empty spot. What is my mic? It is a Shure SM7B. Sid can't decide where the courtyard should be as we don't know how the buildings... Oh yeah, I'm just rereading the same comment. That makes sense, not quite center, but a little further from the entrance than before. Yeah, so you don't want it actually centered because the castle, the actual castle bit of the castle takes up so much space. The classic one. The classic one. Yeah, it was got for singing. As I make music and I have a fairly low voice, and this is good for that. Yeah, I like the direct route to the armory, and then the direct route up to the wall. I think probably there should be a relatively direct route this way. But, you know, that direct route could be this, for example. So we could have something, let's use a more different brush. We could have something occupying this space, right? So we could have that occupied, that occupied. I mean, to be fair, that's already kind of coming together, because you could just move the farmhouse being up against it, and then you have like a kind of decking area on the ground floor, and you have most of the building on a second floor. You could then mirror that on the other side in whatever this building was supposed to be, which then also creates a nice corridor section there, because then you've kind of got a reason to like come forward directly from this. Although, I mean, you could still do like a nice fun desire line. Similarly, actually, you could do the same thing here. So you scratch this, you put something here so that you've got what looks more like desire lines rather than actually strict roads. Kind of don't want a corridor there, though. Once it moved it up. We're getting there. We're getting there. Luna Moon, you're off to make pretty nails. No worries, I need to stop. My voice is going. You treated yourself to a mic for your streaming from Temu. Nice. But it lights up and it's multicolored. Cute. All right, lovely people of the stream. As much as I want to keep building this castle, my voice is going. I was going to stop like half an hour ago, so oops. But we are making progress. I think the barn came together nicely. I think the towers look suitably towery. And we have the start to a plan for where all the outbuildings are going to go. Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. Thank you for the hydrate, Farouk. But yeah, so for new people, hi, I'm Sam. I stream 5 days a week, Monday to Friday from 4 until 7. It is 10 to 7 now. Stopping a little early because my voice is going. You can find all my links in my link tree in my bio, which will take you to all my music, which is what we'll listen to now, my game on Steam, and my Discord if you want to come and play and chat outside of the stream. I will be building more of this in my Discord because it's going to take forever. So if you want to catch some little off-stream streams, Discord is the place to do it. But yeah, otherwise, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of the evening, and hopefully I will see some of you again soon. Thank you all very much for watching. Bye for now.